Becoming an intercultural church moves us to the very beginning of our faith. The Bible was written in the context of racial, cultural, religious, and linguistic diversity. In the beginning, God created the earth. And God said the creation was good. Creation was diverse and interdependent. Each part of God's creation reveals unique aspects of the Creator. In this diverse creation, many were present of every kind. People were made in the image of God. We were made to be in relationship with God and with one another. But there were many divisions in the diverse communities that followed. At one point, God reminds the people of Israel, "You shall not oppress a stranger in your land. You know the heart of a stranger, for you were once strangers in the land of Egypt."
God insists on hospitality and justice for foreigners who are often treated like they don't belong. The disenfranchised are to be given access to justice, outsiders are to be given a place to belong. We hear how the psalmist wept by the rivers of Babylon. The exiles had hung up their harps and wondered how they could sing the Lord's song in a foreign land. They longed to be reconciled to God and to be restored to the land. In their exile, they sung about the identity they had lost. But in times of loss, our scriptures teach us of the promises of things yet to come. Isaiah prays for a house of prayer for all God's peoples. Isaiah also offers us a vision where the wolf and the lamb lie down together in God's peaceable kingdom.
When Jesus was born, he walked the land, and his ministry was full of cross-cultural encounters. Jesus himself broke barriers of race, class, gender, and social norms to create a community of believers where all were welcome. Jesus did not simply offer to include those who were on the margins. Jesus' own assumptions were challenged by the Syrophoenician woman. She dared to ask Jesus, a man from a different culture, to heal her daughter. Jesus allowed these kinds of encounters with the marginalized people, which helped shape and change him. Becoming an intercultural church reignites God's original vision given at Pentecost. At Pentecost, each person heard the gospel spoken in their own language. Thus, God's Spirit, working with people from many nations, set in motion the early Christian church. Cultural and linguistic identities were left in place, but unified in a new and larger expression of common humanity. Throughout the New Testament, we hear about God's call to create different kinds of community together. And then, at the very end of our Bible, there is a promise that God's good creation will be restored. Becoming an intercultural church is one way of living faithfully into the gospel. It is a journey. It is part of our faith, part of our mission, and part of our call. Thanks be to God.